Ross Meekings is renowned for his sideways style of driving, but his plans to move up to the four-wheel drive turbo car, I mean, we've probably seen the end of that. He's trying to secure support for his new car, but even if he can't, he's not going in the national championship anyway. So either way, it looks as though we've seen an end of an era in rallying.
With the supremacy of four-wheel drive turbo-powered cars in rallying, year by year drivers are moving away from two-wheel drives. Hamilton's Ross Meekings has kept the roots of rallying alive by being the only top national championship contender to campaign a two-wheel drive car. While spectators have warmed to his spectacular style, Ross says they've come to be part of what he describes as the best free entertainment in the country. His aggressive sideways driving style has won the admiration of motorsport fans everywhere, and the media has tagged him with a giant-killing reputation for his spirited drives in lower-powered cars. He's twice earned the Dunlop Driver of the Event Award. The first time was for an outstanding performance in what was his very first national rally in 1982.
They seated us right at the back of the field, which was understandable because we hadn't had very much experience, and it was our first national championship rally. 85 out of 86, and we were number 85, and during the rally we worked our way through the field. I believe we passed 44 cars either off the side of the road or we actually passed them within the stage. Ended up we were 14th overall and second in our class to Paul Adams.
In 1984, Ross Meekings moved into a DX Corolla, which his team had built up as one of the first Group A cars in the country. In this car he again scored impressive results and dominated the Group A 1300cc class.
I think we did something like 26 national championship events and 3 internationals in the DX Corolla. There were a number of excellent results. I guess most memorable occasion was in 1987 when we did the international rally, the AWA Clarion rally it was. We'd moved up to 6th place by the end of the 4th day. Tremendous result amongst some overseas competition. At the time we were keeping David Officer from Australia very honest in his Starion. And it was very unfortunate, but we lost a wheel with 3 stages to go. The car broke an axle, the wheel disappeared into the bush. We unfortunately repaired the car within a control zone because it happened right on the finish line of a special stage. And we got the car going without losing any penalty time and actually got to the finish line of the rally, but unfortunately we were excluded afterwards. I still classify that as one of the best results.
Opting to stick with the Toyota marque, Ross moved up into the 1600cc class last year. The car proved to be exciting and agile, and it complemented his aggressive driving style. It could be driven to win against the four-wheel drives on tarmac and able to keep them honest on other surfaces. Gaining an international B priority seeding for his 6th placing in last year's World Championship Rally of New Zealand was the highlight of his first season in the car. He could well have finished higher if he hadn't stopped twice to assist a stranded competitor.
It taught us to be aggressive and having to keep up with the four-wheel drive cars. And once again, I think the crowds actually enjoyed us being aggressive in front of them. We can't actually match the budgets of the four-wheel drive cars, so all we could do is try and put the 1600cc car up the field as far as possible. As it turned out, we were 3rd overall in the national championship, so you can't ask for much more.
In this year's National Rally Championship, Ross Meekings also scored maximum points to win the 1300cc to 2 litre class. But winning requires more than just hard driving. It takes a total team effort with a lot of dedication and long hours of planning and preparation. As privateers, the Meekings rally team is very much an in-house effort. Nearly all of the preparation work is carried out in Ross's basement garage, including the engine development. The experience gained from the nucleus of a long-term team shows in the results. The volunteers who make up his service team can be satisfied with their efforts. The car finished 100% of events this year. It's a demanding task to build and develop a car that will withstand thousands of kilometres of high-speed driving over some of the toughest roads in New Zealand. Apart from the development work and the regular servicing to keep the car at peak performance, many additional hours are spent planning the logistics of competing in events and organising promotional activities for the team's sponsors. Those long hours of preparation and planning get put to the test on every event. The service team wait at the end of each special stage for the car to arrive at the service point. Each team member has a precise checklist, and after a comprehensive check over entire refit, the car is ready to tackle the next special stage. Outside of rally competition, Ross spends as many hours as he can involved in promotional activities for his sponsors. Over the last 2 years, the car has been in the public eye for over 2,000 hours. Road safety has become a personal concern, and he takes every opportunity to talk to young people about safe driving. The highlight on our rally calendar is the Rothmans World Championship Rally of New Zealand. For local competitors, this is their chance to match their skills against some of the best drivers in the world. This year, more international drivers and work-supported teams came to New Zealand than ever before.
When the overseas competitors came over and saw we had number 10 on the door as a result of the 1988 rally when we got the B priority seating, I guess they laughed to a degree, seeing a rear drive car so far up the field and being only 1600cc. I guess they didn't rate it much of a chance. I think we proved a point when after the first day we were actually lying 11th, which is only one behind our original seating.
During day 2 on a tight twisty tarmac stage, Ross was the fastest New Zealander and 6th quickest overall. On day 3, he again won the honour of first New Zealander down the infamous Moti Road stage in the Eastern Bay of Plenty.
One of the most challenging pieces of road in the country, 26 kilometres downhill, very tight, narrow, very, very tricky. We were 10th on the final day, moved up till 9th. 4 or 5 stages to go from home after 600 odd Ks, and unfortunately the gearbox stuck in first gear.
The final result was still good enough to win the 1300cc to 2 litre class by 23 minutes, and the final placing didn't overshadow a brilliant drive that had seen Ross climb as high as 9th overall so near the finish. Ultimately, Ross Meekings must step into a 4-wheel drive car to further his career. For the spectators, the Corolla GT has been an exciting car to watch, and for Ross Meekings, it has been a fulfilling car to drive.
Fantastic car to drive. It does everything well. It corners well, it brakes very well, it accelerates as good as we can ask for 2-wheel drive. The car now is to its peak, development-wise, and we've got to now look at the lessons we've learned over the last couple of seasons in this car and apply those lessons to the 4-wheel drive technology.
Rallying for me is the ultimate challenge to get across a given piece of road in the fastest time possible to beat the opposition. For the team, it's the precise coordination. For the spectator, it's the best free entertainment in the country.
He's always been a spectator favourite.